In this video, we will pick up where we left off. We just ran your first FOSSA scan, and we will review the results and learn what it means. If you still need to watch the first video in the FOSSA 101 series, check the link in the description. Returning to our FOSSA dashboard, our project has 7 issues that the scan brought up. Let's take a deeper look. Click on the issues. This includes a list of the exact licenses FOSSA has flagged for you. This list shows 4 things: the licensing issues, the package that uses the license, if it's a direct or transitive dependency, and when it was found. License issues can be flagged, denied, or unlicensed. Unlicensed meaning no license was found for that dependency at all. A direct dependency is a license pulled from one of your dependencies from your requirements file. A transitive dependency is a license that a dependency's dependency uses. So, the big question is how FOSSA knew which licenses to deny or flag for review. This brings us to the concept of policies. In the top right menu, click Policies. Policies define how FOSSA will treat specific licenses. We've worked with some of the world's leading open source license compliance experts to provide industry-leading policies that you can use out of the box. And in the free version, we offer the standard, single binary, and website or hosted bundles. Now let's look through them individually. Notice that on the overview page for a policy, we can see 4 major categories: uncategorized, denied, flagged, and approved licenses. This is true for all the policy bundles. Let's go through these options one by one, starting with the simplest, approved. Any dependency using one of the approved licenses from this list has the green light, meaning that it works for your use case. Flagged licenses are ones your team or legal advisor will want to check and decide on a case-by-case basis if that license works for your use case and how you choose to distribute your code. For example, suppose your team is concerned about exposing intellectual property. In that case, you should avoid specific copyleft licenses that require you to disclose your code. Denied dependencies are the most difficult to resolve since, by definition, these conflict with your licensing policies. For example, suppose you're creating a SaaS product. In that case, you need to be sure that all the licenses of your dependencies allow for that. If you have a denied license, you must find a different dependency with a compatible license for your use case. Uncategorized dependencies have yet to be sorted into one of the other 3 categories. You're unlikely to encounter these in your use case. If you do, and you know the license, then you can manually correct it in your dashboard. The standard bundle distribution is the default and is a good starter policy for many apps and software bundles. Think of it as a blank slate for you to work with, as it only denies one license, the Simple 2.0. The Simple 2.0 license would need you to disclose the code for any derivative works, and it can be unclear when this would take effect. Now, let's take a quick peek at the single binary distribution policy. This is the best policy to use if all the resources are bundled into a binary distribution. An example of this is an app for your phone or computer. In this case, the number of licenses in the deny category has increased, so this policy bundle is stricter than the basic one we just looked at. The final bundle available is the website or hosted bundle policy. You should pick this if you plan to host your software as a paid service to clients. This bundle falls between the other 2. It's less restrictive than the single binary, but more restrictive than the basic one. It's that simple. We've reviewed your first FOSSA scan and learned about the 3 policy options for your code. The following video will teach you how to resolve a flagged issue.